Oh, it was probably here with an opening on the first batch of REVICE stuff. And reboot. Because if you couldn't tell from the title, yeah, this unboxing series is a Trigger and REVICE opening series. Boo, you stink! Yeah, so, again, just to make it somewhat refreshing, to make it somewhat different out of hypocritical SABER, we're just being open about the fact that we're covering 2 series on here. Also because Trigger isn't enough. So yeah, we will be taking a look at the one and only reboot hyper key, because this is the last retail key. Sorry, I can do it with the clock knife. Yeah, luckily I actually did get this off of HLJ. Because everything else then I got off of Monorocker. Jeez. Technically the last individual DX hyperkey there is the TDG key, which got released last week, and I'm really ecstatic about that key. That key is actually cool, so I need to find that on Monorocker and such. I'm finally wearing a sweatshirt, but it's not like soft enough, so I'm still really cold, or it's not thick enough. Yeah, Reboot's an interesting teal green. He is B020, so I think he's before Tiga. Yeah, because Tiga is B21. Wow. Which one is Ultraman B27? I don't know which one TDG is. So.
Ultraman Reboot. Sound mode. Hyper key mode.
Oops. Man, these two go off sync. That's nice listening to in person. Really like what they did with him this time around, because obviously, you know, Reboot isn't as, he is established, but obviously because he doesn't have that much archival sounds, because they can only go off of Ultra Galaxy Fight. So they just have him coming out as attack names instead, which is cool. What would he have? I think I would give. I think I. Because it's close to the rod. So obviously, just like Ultraman, he just says his name because obviously he doesn't have a form.
Maximum. Boot up. Reboot.
Yeah. Which tab was which? I literally don't.
Vertical arms. Vertical arms.
That one is clearly for circle arms. Okay. So, again, like, it's really neat this this key was a thing. I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere, but you know, if it wants to focus, but you know, what this is. How much retail keys? 5? Yeah, for 5 retail keys, it's not bad. Wait. Yeah, 6 retail keys. I didn't count power. Power type. And I forgot about glitter. So yeah, for 6 retail keys, it's not that bad. Half of them being trigger, and the other half just being other ultras. We're going to obviously see this one at some point within the show, because then why else would it be U10? No. But yeah, obviously, the main point here now is, you know, to make the title actually make sense now, REVICE. So, I've already explained this within the unboxing, but I was quiet with, you know, where I was going to go with the REVICE, just because I didn't want to say like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get it, and then end up becoming a hypocrite. So, I was just like, I'm just going to let it sit, and then I'll buy into it eventually, which, you know, that became now. And now I'll admit, during the unboxing of this portion, I was kind of a bit too harsh with the box. I shouldn't really say it's lazy, but because it's just like, I understand. It's like, some of these writers, they don't have that much resources for them. They don't have like that much pictures for them and such. But I don't know. I just prefer what the 50th version, or the Amazon Japan version is, where they like, it has the entire lineage of the writers, and just, you know, they actually use pictures from the like writer 50th material. That's what I was trying to say. I just got too riled up and just said lazyism. But like, other than that, like, this box is fine. How the heck is this tape? This is kind of worn out, surprisingly. Is there tape on the bottom? Yeah. Because, yeah, I got the saber driver. I got the sword driver on the same time too, around this same time too. But I actually got it for like a reasonable price. This thing was for like $68, which is kind of, but I don't know. I try to justify it. So I kind of wish this was in a better. I kind of wish this was in a better packaging. This is just in plastic. Yeah, so I guess I'm not keeping this. But here's the Henshin belt history from 1971 to 2021. Like, this is nice quality. Definitely. Yeah, yeah, like look at these pictures. Like, yeah, okay, some of the shoulder riders are still from. They're definitely still from Let's Go Kamen Rider 40. Let's Go All Kamen Riders. But like, you know, like Kiva, Drive, and Deno are clearly from the 50th material. But then like you get Agito from Heisei Generations Forever. Wizard and Build are from their original promo periods. Forz and Ryuki definitely and Blade definitely look like they're newly shot. Yeah, anyways. So one origin of just what? Origin of Henshin. The fact I had to turn it around just to find that. To the power. Okay. Henshin Belt Typhoon 1971 through 1972. So I do like the fact they actually went back and found these pictures. Or like found these belts to take the pictures. Victory 3, Double Typhoon. Revenger Scientists. Okay. Oh, the pages are really thin. Ex-Kaizorg. So the Riddle? Wild and Jungle. The Condor. Charge Up. Henshin Belt Elector. Sailing Jump. See, I like that some of these actually are like from the openings or just things they actually say. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Not like things like To the Power and Origin of Henshin, or Revenger Scientists. Like, I understand you guys are trying to make puns. I apologize for oh shoot. Let me turn the light here. Maybe you can actually see it. Okay. 5 Hand. The Siloed? Is that what it was really called? Okay. Obviously, if the writer didn't have their belt release, it's just nothing. So, Cyborg Ninja. Z-Cross Belt. King of Century. Kingstone, which is obviously getting remade. Obviously, these two are more familiar. Son of the Sun. Sunriser. Ectophase activation. I'm sorry. Oh, I like this. I like this section. Remodeled Soldier. Neo Lifeform. And he actually has a name for it. It's the Red Core. And then the J Spirit. Jumbo Formation. Because this was one... Like, to me, Zeto and Jay were one of the very few first Showa writers I knew about. Just because of their movies. And then along with, obviously, like, Black and Blacker X. But, yeah, like, definitely, like, I feel like Jay was probably one of my first Showa writers. Okay, so we get this nice page. So we get the Showa era from starting from 1971. And then you got the Heisei era from 2000, which all of these are just, again, just mostly from Geo. And then we get Brewa from 2019. So, gosh darn it. Here we are familiarity. So, a new hero, a new legend. Yep. Article. Crosshorn. What? The Ultra Ring. Advent. Battle in the Mirror. V-Buckle. Sadly, they don't show the other decks, but Standing By Complete. The FI's driver. I still find that odd. This is the first thing called a driver. Turn up. Blade buckle. Oh gosh. Ongeki demon. The Kanzusumi Sobitai. Clock up. Capital Zector. Climax. Dental Belt. This is most likely just the version 20 of it because, you know, they really like pumping out those dental belts. Wake up. Kiva belt. See, like, for these two, they show everything what they came with. Destroyer of the World. Deca Driver. See, I think with Decade, it was supposed to be her homage that it was called a driver. You know, it's like, hey, look, we're like, this is a reference to FIs. But then they're like, we're going to just keep using this forever. Count up your sins. Double Driver. Takatora Bata. Come on. O's Driver. They don't even, like, see, they don't even show, like, the other, they don't even show Heat or Luna or Kamakiri. Gosh. How's the spine doing? See, this would have been an actual page. Okay. Rocket on? Really? I want to go with switch on. The Forge Driver. Please announce a CSM. Magic Showtime. Wizard Driver. Hanamichi on stage. Sengoku Driver. The shame of the 20th version. Start your engine. Drive Driver. Please put out more drive content. Kaigan. Ghost Driver. One of the best drivers. Mighty Action X game start. I really do like they actually added the Gamer Driver software. Oh, Gamer Driver. Best match. Build Driver. The end of Heisei. Jiku Driver. See, why are so many of these they actually put something original? Again, like, yes, something like to the power is like kind of but like, it's still something. Revenger Scientist is my favorite. So now we're going Reiwa. Reiwa the First. Okay, that one's actually cool. Hidden 01 Driver. Rider and Swordsman. I like that they actually have this. Yeah, this just says Commoner Saber. The Seiken Sword Driver. Now we just have Commoner 50th Buddy Up. Okay. The REVICE Driver. So then it's not even a table of contents. It's literally just like, oh yeah, here's like all of, you know, again, like here are all the riders in listed order from the Showa era with their correct names, because like Skyrider wasn't named Kamen Rider Skyrider. Heisei. And then as you can see, from Decade to Double, obviously they changed from Masked to Common. And then Reiwa. And then a big 50. So yeah, this is a pretty fun, nice book. You know, it's like, it's just a fun bonus. Nothing to like get angry about. Like, unless you really wanted them, like deep descriptions of each belt. Just wait for like another. They're probably gonna do it at some point. Okay. So here we are back with this thing. Again, I appreciate how they. I'm pretty sure these are hand packed, not factory packed. I don't know how that will work. So what used to be the Sengoku Driver buckle and what became the Shot Riser buckle is now the REVICE Driver buckle. Fun. I think the 2-side driver uses it too. And these things! I thought we would never see these things again. It's nice to see you, friends. What used to be my favorite belt straps have returned now and lost their context, because that's what happens to every single belt. Why are my hands slippery? Yeah, so these are the Jiku driver straps, which I actually do like, but it's just weird to see them on this now. Apparently, they shortened up the straps again, which doesn't make sense. I think they shortened up this strap because these used to be the same length. So I don't understand why they think that's a good idea. I'm really liking the blue on this. So here are REVICE stamps. So here is our Rex. So there it goes, picking up my oils. I can barely see REVICE. I can't tell if this is a purple LED or a white LED. Sliding it play. Here we go with one of Demon's REVICE stamps. The Bata REVICE stamp. I really like the marbling. I like that the marbling here is actually like prominent, because that's kind of like, I don't know, like the marbling on mine is weird because it's on, like, my marbling on my Rex is on the left half and not, there's like barely any present. I wonder why marbling has to be inconsistent. But yeah, like, I don't know, his eyes look really stretched. His face looks really stretched, which is weird. But I did not know that I would actually like this in person a lot more. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like the blue and such. Because my Megalodon barely has any. Oh wow, look. Why didn't no one mention this? There goes that. But yeah, that's a very prominent green. Yeah, like the faces just look really stretched. So last but not least is the one and only REVICE driver. Huh. This thing is actually still pretty significantly big. I thought it was going to be extremely tiny, but it's actually impressively big. Yeah, this thing is, like, it's thin. But I thought, like, this thing was going to be absolutely tiny, but... So there's the peg thing here. But, yeah, this thing is... Yeah, this thing is... Oh, whoops. I got it like this. What the heck happened with my... Okay. Yeah, so the issue... I misaligned this, apparently. And there is a button. Yep, because of this. Yeah, I misaligned mine somehow. So this thing cleans out. So you can hear this thing clearing. Basically, that's just for it to... Basically, that's because of this thing here. You can't really see it, but essentially, obviously, when you turn this, the button hits this, and that's why it clears. But, let me turn this. So let me... Yeah, here they don't include instructions. So why the heck does Ultraman still include instructions? No. I don't... Is it just with Rider they're not doing that? Or Rider and Sentai? That they're not providing instructions? But then they're... Why can't Bandai be consistent? Am I putting this... Oh, I need room, so... Well, again, like, for example, so like, here's the GQ driver. Here's the GQ driver, and then here's the REVICE driver. So this is technically our thinnest driver. It's just gigantic because of the Magnadoodle, which you can actually, with this button, break your stick. So great, I broke a good stick on that, but so this is the Magnadoodle pad, which presses down for the vice stamps. Here's all the magnets and such. So this, okay. So this little section has a button to which presses this down to know that a stamp, yeah, so it presses this down, or actually probably this button here, to know that a stamp is down. And obviously you get this thing clears get this entire mechanism that clears the Magnadoodle when you rotate it, as you can see how this goes. So from that point, and we'll go back down. Yeah. So like most people, like, I don't know if this is supposed to be speculation if we're getting like a power up that actually replaces this plate. I don't think so. I think this is simply just to like, for like the future, if this thing starts running bad, then you can just replace it. That's what I assumed. Gotta make sure this is actually in. Obviously, you got the 50th here, but it's like, eh. I'm like, it's... I feel like this kind of is better, but I don't know why this thing gets stuck. It's not in completely. That makes sense. How do you put this back in? Okay. I did not put it back in correctly. That makes sense. I mean, how do you securely clip this in? Because it's now not. Okay, now it's too dark. You can hear how heavy the mechanism is for just of it clearing. But okay. So this thing still requires batteries. Whoops. So first things first, let's actually hope this thing actually does show something that is kind of difficult to show on camera. So let me just turn this on. Okay, the LED's barely lit up. That's not what I'm talking about. But let me turn off my lights because it's I can't even see the LEDs. Okay. So I want to do something, because if I were to just press this down, so I press this down because it now thinks it's stamped. This thing you can somewhat see is kind of lit up, but I don't really think so. Okay. But yeah, let's start this. I don't know how, because this is not going to be easy. Well, first of all, I should actually put the belt on. Like, I mean, like I should put these on, even though we don't have the straps. Or we do have the straps, we don't have the holders. Yeah, I can definitely tell this is kind of like more you can tell because of the length. It's just not really it's too short. Yeah, okay. Because now look at this. It only notches up to the second and third ones now. It doesn't even notch up to the first one anymore. Why the heck did they shorten these? Anyways, we should probably actually start the transformation sequence. I don't know. do this. Yup. So I was like, this is purple and such, but this did not really, huh? That's great. Oh. That's great. I also just like the fact this thing has like a rainbow LED. Yeah, so this thing is currently this thing is just see, technically it should be like this. Technically it should be here. See, from up here it looks fine. It's clearing. Look, it cleared it. What the heck? Jeez. Okay, how the heck? So I guess this is kind of the biggest fault with the REVICE driver, just the stamping area just not wanting to cooperate. Because you can tell now it's just not moving anymore. Because you don't want to have that happen. But what? I didn't even take it out. Oh. Okay, let's do this again, hopefully with nothing wrong. I really like the illusion this gives off. What happens if you stamp this? Okay, nothing. But yeah. Obviously, it's all delayed. Yeah, so you... See, like, fixing this is not like... No, see, that's not good. You can't... You have to, like, try to, like, fully... get it. Like, honestly, it's just a lot easier just to do, like, that. Okay. This one's my favorite. And this is clearly purple, I think. I just find it interesting with the REVICE driver, just like this huge curve thing. It's essentially kind of like a circle. Nearly. Yeah, so you have to like clearly like pull it out completely. So then they'll actually like... So then they'll actually know. So like that. Why did I do that? I really don't like doing that because I feel like you're going to weaken this system a lot more. Yeah. So I need to figure out when to take out the vice stamp so then I don't jump into the finisher. Yeah, this is not as far as I was expecting. Yeah, this is weird to say. This kind of comes off better on camera than in person. I honestly did not know that it was not going to be this great of like seeing it, and it actually knows that it won't activate. Oh wow, it actually parallels between two colors. That's neat. What the heck? Did the heck? There was like a white flash. I don't know if it was this. There we go with that. So there we got 3 vice stamps. Okay. So let's just jump to the more individual vice stamps. Like, technically it's supposed to be vice stamps, but then I'm just keep pronouncing them as vice stamps. Remember the days people thought this was a Gamba Rising exclusive, all because they didn't know that Rider for some reason just doesn't use physical suits on their boxes. Okay, so like, why do these come with instructions but not like what extent are the instructions included? And when they're like, obviously premium items make sense. They're not gonna put that stuff online. So the marbling is actually, let's see, present, but wow, it's red. Man. Guess you're just gonna have to get used to that. Like, I really appreciate what the vice stamps, like the vice stamps are like, again, the first gimmick since Gashats where they actually have their own colors. But the fact that all of these have 7 LEDs is pretty impressive. So here's Terra. All this is just art. No physicality to it. color scheme of this one's interesting. The marbling in the back. This one has the most marbling as of all of these. I forget how these are supposed to go in. Yeah, as of now, we only have phase 1. Actually, this is it for phase 1. So, again, here's Fies, but he's like completely stretched. Because I know people are like, we want to see the rider helmets, but I'm like, why? They're like oddly shaped. The QR codes are not even numbered, so I can't like give them numbers. But the red LED on this one is actually surprisingly weak. Because you can actually see where the LED comes from. It's just at the center. Wow, that one actually went in smoothly. I'm really curious if this and Mammoth are programmed the same, or it's just, or they're actually individually programmed. Most likely they're individually programmed. I didn't pay attention to the 7 LEDs. Because I was like, wait, did this one have 7 LEDs or is it just red? So there, we got the individual releases of September. Again, I would have liked if I actually got Lion. Don't know how this goes. I'm surprised these aren't taped anymore. The marbling. Most of mine, the marbling's just in the back. There's like barely any marbling on the boxes, or like on at the front. Like, I guess I'm just gonna stack the Vice stamp boxes. I never know what more to do with them. What is this? White? Or red? That's definitely white. I do not want to listen to that. This one has the worst standby. Obviously, I'm doing it for equality. I really don't like that jingle. This one has nice instrumentals. I'm just not a big guy. I don't like with Jackal and Kong, they like the pacing of the jingle is rushed. And I did these in the wrong order and I feel bad. Because like, you know, it's like you don't get time for the name of the animal. It's just, you know, like Kong, then like it just jumps to the drumming guitar, which is not, I don't even like that either. So here we are with technically the one I'm supposed to be excited for, but generally I'm not. This one barely has marbling. What the heck? Why do I get the bad marbling? I think Mammoth. Cause like the weird thing is that all these feel like, except for Megalodon, you can tell like all of these just feel primarily white. Just, wow, that one's tight. Like they just feel primarily white with a hint of blue. I feel like Megalodon's the only one that actually primarily has a hint of blue throughout it. All of these don't. I appreciate the blue LED. And Gaim, like I'll actually say, feels the most natural helmet wise. Sorry. Oh, okay, later. I just don't like how on the nose it is of it being Gaim, because I feel like again it kind of breaks the flow of all of these, because now it doesn't really feel original, because it's like, oh look, this one's Japanese based because it's Gaim. But it's like, why? Be something that's like actually related to like I'll at least say with this, it's the stereotypical sounds they will use for like a gorilla, but it's at least, oh yeah, a gorilla. This thing has nothing of a kamakiri or a mantis at all. Sorry, a kabuto beetle. Okay, so something went wrong with the LEDs here. Okay. here's actually one I'm not actually looking forward to. Like, the ones that are actually dinosaurs or prehistoric, like, creatures is like, yeah, of course we're actually gonna look forward to these ones. It's actually what the theme of the show should be, instead of like there's a gorilla and a lion. Because yeah, those make sense. Last one to stack. It's literally gonna fall. I really do like the helmet sign there. Again, another white LED. I don't know, holding the vice stamps is kind of weird because sometimes you feel like they'll just fall out of your hand. Again, all the marbling for mine's on the back. Why am I this unlucky? I forgot the standby for this one. Okay. I don't know, I can't really complain about it because I did the same thing. I just like that this one actually sounds natural. Like the flow is actually somewhat like... I just like the jingle for this one. Yeah, it sadly isn't original because it's just full on Geo, but it's better than half of these. So yeah, here we go. Gosh. So we got, again, we have 7 out of the 10 main vice stamps, to which I'm gonna try to pick up as quick as I can, but we'll close off with the gun to phone. Again, like I got this for the same price as the vice stamps, which I think is a huge steal. What the heck? This thing is... This thing actually has tape, which is interestingly not a thing they've been doing. And they actually, the box for this one's actually a lot more secure than I was expecting it. It's just a... So here's this guy. Man, this is an interesting illusion. How do you... Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. This is actually a pretty decent size. Wow. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Does it actually press the button within? Does it press the button? Or is this like an actual internal button? How much phrase does he have? Pew, 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 pew. Let me do it. Yeah, like they didn't sacrifice the volume with this one, I feel. It's there. We take our Vice stamp and scan it. I wonder if it doesn't. Okay, now it's not reading this. What the heck? See, I'm trying to figure out like what's like. I'm pretty sure everything just comes from the phone. Okay, yeah, obviously everything comes from here. So I guess if like you like scan it too quickly, it just won't. Like I don't know. Like, essentially, it will misread it, which I didn't know was possible. So yeah, this means with the demo, I'm going to have to go through it 4 times because I have to show the lights for the Vice stamp and the lights for the gun to phone. Is that 050? Then here we get to the... Oh yeah, this is what all the other Vice stamps will say. I think you're telling we're supposed to activate that and then scan. I like the paint on this. Like, it would have been nice if the phone wasn't possessed and you can just have a normal phone. And the light on this thing is pretty weak. There's only one LED going through up here, as you can see. Is this an LED? Or is this just the one that's shining at the bottom? I can't tell. But yeah, so yeah, I don't think my phone will be able to capture it, but like there's obviously a red light constantly flashing. Just obviously waiting for this to get scanned. Then it's like honestly, do you really need to, like, because this one you can just have like just raise the phone to the Vice stamp. So yeah, that is the Gunda phone. For $12, it's fine. It doesn't. I think the fun of it, obviously, is just the fact that it can read Vice stamps, a thing that was never shown in the show. They just wanted to sell a Vice toy. So they did. Other than that, the REVICE driver is pretty fun. There's not really obviously anything we can hack out of this thing. It's just not possible. Because obviously we have this peg for the candy toy Vice stamps, and also for power-ups like bar Rex. And then we got this button for just how this entire mechanism works, I guess. I don't know. My biggest fear with this thing is just the durability of this thing. Just because I fear it's not gonna last that long. Oh yeah. Okay, so obviously if you want to know obviously what the candy toy ones do, whoops. So obviously they just simply press down this, or they press down the platform hard enough. No, not hard enough, but they press it down where they get a white LED. So for example, if we just simply put the, okay, I'm gonna have to flip this up so then it doesn't get damaged to it. Obviously, so then the signal doesn't send out. So obviously you just, this is essentially the candy toy ones, or how you emulate. They don't have an, I don't think they know that they're being switched. Actually, I think it does. But obviously if you, as you can tell, it's just a white LED throughout the entire process. And I don't think it stops. Because now it's not flashing anymore. But yeah, as you can tell, if this thing isn't on, then it won't know that a Vice stamp is in. However, if this thing isn't on, this doesn't react. Because obviously the two signals need each other. So let's do something stupid and blind you. Let's play without the technically this thing has to know it's pressed down. So there's the LED. So now it knows what color it is. So then, as you can see from here, So that's actually interesting. It actually does. I don't know why I didn't catch on to this. It does know when you do the remix. Because the lights actually do coordinate with it. I'm sorry. So you can tell this is just purple. Red. This one's orange. I guess for equality, we'll do another red. Yeah, okay, so I guess that's what happens. Sometimes it gets stuck. So like when you actually try to lock it back, it gets stuck, which is why when this lights up this way, that's why like the LEDs are like half, like it shines to half. It's because the magnet, or this is blocking the top LED. So another purple. So yeah, that's the REVICE driver. When you have the magnet doodle off, if you look at my Twitter, I actually did get a magnet doodle for my niece because, you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to get this thing right away, so I was like, I might as well play with that. Like initially, like I don't think it was supposed to be a gift for her, and I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, just, you know, looking at the mechanism, looking at how this works overall is just very intriguing. That's why I've been mostly doing. Obviously, this thing kind of gets stuck, but you know, it tries its best to not like block the LEDs. But yeah, again, I just need Eagle, Lion, and Jackal, which you know, that'll make me happy. Such. I kind of wanted to make it. I kind of want to test something out, and if I actually do it, you're most likely going to be confused. But I also really need the weapons too, just so then these can actually do more. Because you know, yeah, it's not going to do much. Let's. So yeah, I'm gonna try to pre-order Bard Rex. Gonna put this back on. Like, I'm actually genuinely kind of surprised with how small, like, REVICE's first quarter is. And I literally forgot about the fact I was supposed to eat these. I was supposed to take breaks and eat them. Shoot. Yeah. I really do want Lion, because Lion is like my second favorite underneath Megalodon. And Brachio probably has to be my third favorite. Because, like, Mammoth, I'm like, it's alright, and then, like, that's the same with Kamakiri. But, like, Terra, Kong, and Jackal, I'm just not too big on. Like, I guess if I had to, I was subtracting, like, Rex. So, like, my absolute favorites will have to be Megalodon, Lion, and Brachio. Then, like, my in-betweens will be Mammoth. Shoot. I think it would just be, actually, you know what? Mammoth, Terra, and Kamakiri. Then my least favorites will have to be Kong, Jackal, I forgot about Eagle. Shoot. Okay, my absolute... See, this is the weird thing. So, yeah, you know what? My favorites will have to be, like, Megalodon, Lion, Brachio, and then Eagle in that order. Then it will be... Then the in-betweens will be Terra, Mammoth, Terra, and then Kamakiri. Then my least favorites will be Kong and Jackal. But yeah. Guess I'm gonna have to eat the apple pie and holiday pie. Even though I'm tired, I need to take a shower anyway, so this is power, and I'll leave you people. Here's Ribbit.